viewers, welcome to my channel Adepoju Olugbenga SPG. And today's broadcast will be talking about personal development, both as a Christian and as an individual. So I would love you to really, stay tuned and then listen to this. So personal development. When we are talking about personal development, what are we really talking about? Or personal growth. One thing you must know that growth is natural law. You either grow horizontally or vertically. Every members of your body is growing. So if you refuse to grow, you become stagnant, you become obsolete, and you become outdated. And then you become unmarketable. People will not be able to market. You can't even market yourself. And then you become stagnant in life generally. So creating wealth and every other things, even in your spiritual growth, your work with God has a lot to do with your personal growth. So what are the steps? What are the practical steps that you can take as an individual if you wish to grow in every endeavor of your life? Number one is that you must have a clear cut vision. What do I want to achieve in my life? Where am I going? Vision is very, very critical. If you don't have a vision, you are just like somebody that walks out of his house and then he asks, where are you going? He said he doesn't know. So such a person is wasting his life. A clear cut vision. The Bible says where there is no vision, the people will perish. It is the word of God. Even as a Christian, you must have a vision of what you want to be. What kind of Christian do you want to be? I remember Pastor Day was talking about himself. He said when he became a Christian, he told himself, I don't want to be an ordinary Christian. I don't want to be an ordinary Christian. Pastor D.K. Odukoya also had an encounter, of something that happened in the Church of God, and was asking himself if an elderly person can see this spiritual thing that happens, and as a youth, I can say, no, this my eyes must see. As a Christian, my eyes must be able to see. So he started taking some steps as you know. I remember even myself as a young Christian, when I was even studying the Bible, I was listening to one man of God one day, and the man quoted thoughts on the book of Ruth, which I've read several times, but he taught it so much in depth. And that day I decided that no, I must know the Bible, the in-depth study of the Word of God. And one thing is certain, if you do the same thing in the same way, you always get the same result. So when you begin to follow some of these steps, you begin to get a clear-cut result, for your life, that it will develop your life as a whole. So the first thing is, what is your goal? What is your vision? What are you pursuing in life? That is the first thing. Number two is that you must create a schedule. Many people has a vision, but they need to create a schedule for that vision. Okay, in the next 1 month, what do I have to do? 3 months, what do I have to do? 6 months, what do I have to do? 9 months, and then 1 year. After 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you must have a clear cut schedule. Vision is just the big picture, but the schedule will break it into plans and action. So you must develop a schedule. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 to 3 said, write it, put it on so that you can be able to run with it. You should be able to run with it. You cannot just run with a vision without a schedule. But when you have a schedule, it will help you to run with that vision. So number two is create a schedule for yourself. Number three, value time. The reason why many people do not achieve their goal, vision in life, is they bastardize their time. If you don't plan for time, someone else will plan your time for you. Something else will plan your time for you. Even that phone in your hand will plan your time for you. The TV screen will plan your time for you. Your friends will plan for you. But remember, it is your own life, because time is life. It is your own life that is being wasted gradually. A vision without a time frame is a useless vision. Is as good as having no vision at all. So you must value time. You mustn't allow anyone to waste your time. Exodus chapter 3, verse 111 said, there is time for everything under heaven. And verse 11 says, even God Himself makes everything beautiful at its own time. So For your life to be beautiful, it has to be at the right time. So, and that is why you must value time. You must value time. That is very, very critical. Number four, you must value money. You must value money. And what do we mean by that? It means you make use of money for the right thing that you need it for at the right time. If you are a young person, a youth, oh, okay, let's say you make like 500,000, you make a million, you make a 2 million, and the next thing is that you start buying car. Is that the right thing for you to spend your money? You must know the difference between asset and liability. And the only way you can know the difference between asset and liability is when you value your money. What should I commit my money to? Is it things of asset or things of liability? Most times, most of the things that people commit their money to are liabilities that will be demanding for more money. But there are things that you can, invest your money in, even according to your goal in life, and then it starts yielding more and more for you. I was listening to a comedian, a lady comedian, and she said that somebody was the one. He made some money then, and somebody said, "Give me part of that money, let me buy land for you. Give me part of that money, let me buy shares for you." And now today, she's a multimillionaire. So it when you value time, when you value your money, when you value the money in your hand, you will not just spend it anyhow. God does not want you to be a waster. This will count to your life. If you can value your money, your life will improve. Number five, you must read a minimum of 12 books in a year. You must read a minimum of 12 books in a year. At least say one book per month. When you are very good at it, you can read more than that, but minimum in a year. And it has to be broken into two or three different segments. Number one, your field. Your field. You must read some books about your field, not the textbook. Maybe you are going to school or you are studying, not the textbook that has been given to you by your lecturer. No, books that contemporary book that talks about that field. Are you into science? Study about scientists. Study, study about people that are inventing things out. So you must read minimum at least 12 books. And like I said, it has to be divided into segment. Spiritual aspect has to be done, relationship aspect has to be done, and even your field, your choosing field, you must read at least 12 books in a year. Number six, you must attend 4 to 5 seminars in a year. You must attend 4 to 5 seminars in a year. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20 says that wisdom is crying outside. Wisdom is outside. You cannot get all the wisdom things that you need within the covers of your home, within the covers of your close, carcass. No, you have to go out. Go out. The Yoruba people will say, "Àfọ̀gbọ́n ọlọ́gbọ́n ṣọgbọ́n kò jẹ́ ká gbàgbà ní wèrè." It means if you learn from others, it will not make you to call you a mad person, because you gain from here, you gain from here, you gain from there. Don't you also, imagine that when you are small, your primary school is very close to your home. But when you get to secondary school, it starts to be a little bit further. University has to be a little bit further. By the time you start working, so because wisdom is out there, you have to go and get it out there. So you need to, go for seminars, conferences in your field or any field of endeavor that you love. Number seven talks about humility. All the things that I've highlighted so far, if you are not ready to be humble, an arrogant person will not do it. An arrogant person believes himself is wise in his own eyes. But when you are humble, Proverbs chapter 15 verse 30 says, before honor will come into your life, you must be humble. So you need humility. You need to teach yourself. You need to tell yourself, I don't know everything. No matter, even if you are a CEO, tell yourself, even there are some things I still don't know. There are things that you need to be upgraded on, that you need to be updated on things that is happening now. Stop relying on things that you know before, because every year, every now and then, things are changing. And the only way you can move with change is to be humble, to accept those changes and flow with it. Number eight, are you a speaker like me? Are you a conference speaker like me? Public speaker? Are you even writing books and whatever? Whatever you are doing, learn to listen to other people. Go on YouTube. Like I said, go on YouTube, go on most of the social media and listen to other people, how they present, how they talk, how they do things. Upgrade yourself, upgrade yourself. You need to listen to don't stop listening only to yourself. There are people that only listen to themselves. They have become an island of their own. Nobody has the epitome of knowledge. So you don't listen only to yourself, listen to other people. Number nine, have a mentor. Have a mentor. The success behind the ministry of Timothy, he has a mentor in Paul. And Paul himself has a mentor in Gamaliel. Acts of Apostles 22, verse 3 said, I learned under Gamaliel. So a mentor is someone that can rebuke you, that can tutor you, that can make the mistake for you. He has made those mistakes, so he won't allow you to make that mistake. So it makes your progression to be accelerated. Number 10, always create an avenue for feedback. Even Jesus, Matthew 16, verse 13, he called himself, said, whom do men say I am? Who do men say I am? What is he looking for? Feedback. Let me know. What are you saying about me? What are you saying about me? Every one of us, you want to grow, you need feedback. You need people to assess you. You need people to tell you in an anonymous manner, this and this and this and this, and so you'll be able to correct yourself. Number 11, give your best to whatever assignment that you are given. Never be too tired. Give your best, because the more you give your best, the more you are improving yourself. And number 12 says that be less critical about other people. Be less critical about. There are people that are out there, all they need is just to criticize and criticize and criticize people. No, be less critical about other people's life. I always tell people, mind your own business. There are a lot of things that you need to do that you have not done. So leave others to their own. Mind your own business. Be more focused about your own self. So if you are going to go more a little bit into the spiritual aspect now, is that for you, even as a Christian, you are going more deeper now as a Christian. You want to go more deeper, you want to improve more deeper. At least must fast twice in a week. Matthew 17:21 says some things will never happen in your life without fasting and prayer. And mind you, there are forces in this world that always want to put you down, that always want to limit your life. One of the ways that you can use to deal with them is your own constant fasting and prayer. And I always give a very simple way of doing that, and that is fast twice in a week. Pick one day within the week, and every Sunday also fast. That will give you twice in a week. And 2 times 52 weeks in a year, you will have fasted 104 days without knowing. You have fasted 104 days without knowing. Just pick one day and another day, you know, um, during the on Sundays. Then the next one is at least pray for 1 hour, 1 hour every day, 1 hour every day. After that, learn to study the word of God 1 hour every day. It may be 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes. In the next one is we are talking more about spiritual now. Never play with your morning devotion. The Bible said, have you commanded the day? You must always command your day before you start the day. Don't ever play with your morning devotion. So when you begin to put all this into practice, I can tell you within 3 months, you will see a considerable changes in your life. Till I come your way next week. God bless.